Hello friends, welcome to Advaita Academy. Our channel will upload videos on KPSC and KAS examinations. So do subscribe, like and press the bell icon to get the notification for our latest video. So in today's video, I'll be explaining about history. So why we need history or why should we study history? So let's get started. So basically, what is history? History is nothing but the systematic study of the past events or the detailed study of the past events. So it consists of the journey of human beings. So this journey, it can be either a success journey or a failure journey. So this will be a lesson to the future generations. So history should always contain when the event took place, where the event took place, or by whom the event took place. Otherwise, it will just be a story. It will not be a history. So it should be precise. For example, if I tell there was a king who fought a war, then what will you understand? You won't get anything from it. If I tell there was an emperor Ashoka from Mauryan Empire who fought a battle named Kalinga in a particular year. So this will give you lot of information about when the event took place, where the event took place, and who fought that battle or by whom that event took place. So this is very important. So this will distinguish between history and just a story. And this story, sometimes it will not be true also. So now I will give you one example. If you go and touch fire, you will get an experience that from next time I shouldn't go and touch. So the memory is stored. So you will not go and do the same thing again. So memory is very important. So likewise, history serves as the memory to the society. So it will tell about the good and bad decisions made by the past generation, which will be an important lesson to the future generation. So and see, it will help in your decision making, future decision making, and these values which is in the history, it will inspire the future generations. For example, the patriotism which is showed during our freedom movement, freedom struggle, it will make us proud, and it will increase our respect to our nation. Similar way, if you study about the culture of our country, then you will feel very proud to be part of such a great country. So like this, history serves all these purposes. It is a memory to the society. I hope this part is clear. So next, the father of history. Who is called father of history? It is Herodotus. He is from Greek. He is a historian, and he constructed history in a very beautiful and in a very good way. So he was referred to as father of history. Now, the person who construct the history is known as historian. And to believe a history, there should be some proof, right? So there should be some sources, and this sources, it can be a literary source or archaeological sources. So now I will explain you what is literary source and what is archaeological sources. So literary source, it can be oral or it can be written. So what is oral source? So oral source, in the sense, this will be constructed by illiterates, like some folk songs or some folk tales or folk stories which is passed from one generation to another generation. Example is Lavani's folk tales or some historic legendary. So this is passed from one generation through another generation orally. And some are written. So written in the sense, some literary works or books will be written. It can be native, that is of that particular country, or some foreign author might have written the history. So that is about the literary sources. Next is archaeological sources. Archaeological sources, in the sense, the physical remains or ruins, for example, some monuments, inscriptions or coins which will tell about the history. For example, if you consider Ashokan inscription, Ashokan rock verdicts. So they tell about the Mauryan Empire. So by studying those inscription, you will get to know about a particular empire. So that is about the sources, that is literary sources and archaeological sources. So Indians, they got to know about their history from Puranas and some myths. So it gives the history about our land. And similarly, when European people or the British came to India, even they had influence of our history. So, for example, Sir William Jones, Indology in the sense the study of Indian culture and history. So, he came to India as the judge of the Supreme Court. So he established this Asiatic Society in the year 1784. So he did the study of Indian culture and history. And say similar way, Max Muller, he was a German scholar, and he wrote the book Sacred Book of East, so which contains history about India. James Mill, historian from Scotland, he gave history of the book History of India. So Abbe Du Bois, he is a French missionary. He came and stayed in Jangam in Srirangapattanam, and he studied Indian culture and history. So in this way, there are certain books which is written by the foreign people, foreign countries, which give, by studying this, we will understand other ideology, their ideology about the Indian history. So now I will tell you about two things, that is BC or BCE. BC refers to before Christ, and BC refers to before Common Era. In the sense, the years which the events which happened before the birth of the Christ, and CE is Common Era, or AD means Anno Domini, that is after the birth, events which took place after the birth of Christ. So these terms are important. So that's it guys about the introduction of history. So all the best. Thank you so much. So keep working hard. Thank you.